Hello everyone, welcome today to our fifth webinar session with Ms. Rashmi Hazarika. We are grateful to have your presence and continued support in our journey. My Language My Learning is India's first ever zero-touch edtech platform totally driven by machine learning. It is a personalized learning enhancement platform which will provide access to automated content designed as per individual cognition level for everyone. We have with us today Ms. Rashmi Hazarika, who will lead our fifth session on busting myths about geography and more. Ms. Hazarika is a graduate holder in geography and has done her master's in geoinformatics from Teri University in Delhi. She has worked with Assam Remote Sensing Application Center, a unit of Assam Science, Technology and Environment Council as project scientist. She has been selected to pursue MSc MED Community Health by the Faculty of Medicine, Memorial University of Newfoundland in Canada as a graduate research student. In India, indifferent attitude of school administration toward geography, lack of school teachers, ill infrastructure facilities has created a notion in society that geography is a non-utility subject. We thank Ms. Hazarika for joining us to debunk the myths about geography and share with us how far geography has come and how crucial it has become in many disciplines of science and technology. Before we proceed, we would like to know a bit about geography, informatic systems, and remote sensing, and how these subjects can pave the way forward in online education.
Thank you so much, Priyam, for having me for today's session. So before coming into the practical implication or utility of geography as a discipline, firstly, I would like to give a brief introduction about remote sensing and GIS. So as an emerging technology, the field of remote sensing and GIS is constantly evolving, and you can say it is the root of geography. So in today's world, as we can see in every sector, whether it's environmental sector or health sector, we have huge amount of data. So GIS is the technology to compile and to concise that data in a meaningful manner. So to put it in a simple way, we can say geography is the technology to integrate geographical data with tabular data. To assess so that we can so to assess, then analyze and solve real world problems. Like suppose we want to do a study.
I'm sorry, Ms. Rashmi Hazarika. We'll pause just for a while. Yeah.
Sorry, I think I'm having some internet issues.
Yeah, we lost you for a while.
Hello, can you hear me, Prem?
Yeah, we lost you for a while, but
sorry
you can continue.
Okay. So what I was saying is that geography is the tool which integrates geographical data with tabular form of data to analyze and assess some of the real world problems. If we want to do a study of a particular hospital, so the location of that hospital will be the geographical data, and how many patients are admitted in that hospital, how many health workers are there in the hospital to take care of the patient, that will be the tabular form of data. So GIS is the partnership of both that data, geographical and tabular data, which will help in solving the real world problem. And if we talk about remote sensing, so if we talk about remote sensing, it is the process to monitor the physical characteristic of any particular area by the radiation that is being emitted or reflected by that area without being in physical contact with that area. Typically, remote sensing is done from a satellite or an unmanned vehicle or aircraft like that. So if we talk about the real world example of remote sensing, nowadays lots of forest fires are happening all around the world, whether we talk about Australian bushfire or recently Simply Tiger Reserve has witnessed a huge forest fire. So
Yeah.
through remote sensing, we can monitor a huge area where the forest fire is happening. So it will help in a way to the forest official or forest rangers. Okay. So through remote sensing, a much larger area can be monitored within a less span of time rather than being on ground and monitoring that area. So these are the evolving technology, and you can say it is the root of geography. And if geography has any practical implication or application in real world, it is through remote sensing and GIS.
Okay.
Nowadays, with advancement of technology, so many certificate courses and diploma courses on remote sensing and GIS have come up, and it has helped the learners to develop their extracurricular skills and activities. And I think it's more like an extra feather to their education to get higher, to get. I mean, it's more like a, you can say remote sensing is more like a job-oriented discipline. So yeah, it has a practical application in today's world. So coming to the next part of your question about the importance of online education. In today's internet savvy or like social media oriented world, I think it's quite, there is a dire need for online based training to keep students focused and engaged towards their goal. So I think e-learning has hold a great, I think the concept of e-learning has garnered a greater importance or significance in today's world, considering what we have faced in last year due to COVID, due to COVID pandemic. And nowadays, in fact, the universities prefer skill-based learning and knowledge-based learning in an online platform. In fact, I joined my graduate research last year during September, and I'm doing my this course through online platform because international travel has not been allowed so far. So I think online e-learning based. So I believe apart from formal education, skill-based and knowledge-based education is quite important for our future generation. And in fact, when we talk about school children, especially the primary level students, they face I mean, they are introduced to new ideas and concepts every day. So the online learning will be like an, what to say, online and e-learning is like the learning process is in the hands of the learner. Like how much knowledge they want to garner, or how much knowledge they want to take from that particular course they are pursuing. Yeah. So yeah, in fact, yeah, that's right. And so.
So, Mrs. May, you have already heard about the National Education Policy that came out last year. It promotes the use of vernacular languages in schools till at least class 5. So we at My Language, My Learning also trying to change the way we learn by introducing our content in vernacular medium as well, so that learning becomes a bit more easier for the people in all the areas. We all know that mother tongue plays a very crucial role in learning any content that we want to, right? So what are your thoughts on the importance of user cognition, then mother tongue and communication channel, and in learning GIS based or remote sensing based or any kind of learning? So what are your thoughts on how they can help in pursuing a career in GIS or remote sensing?
I think vernacular medium of education or vernacular learning plays quite an important role in paving or shaping the future of a student. You know, if we put it in a simple way, we always think in our mother tongue, then express it in English.
Yeah,
So if
we
we
do,
have,
yeah.
so if our medium of learning, yeah. So if our medium of learning is suppose it's Assamese or Hindi or Bengali, I think it will be very easier or beneficial for the student to communicate or express their ideas and thoughts much easier rather than expressing it in English. And if we have more courses, more online-based courses, whether it's about public health or about remote sensing or GIS, geography, in our own medium or in our own mother tongue, then I think mostly the students or learners who are in the rural area, it will be much easier for them to learn it and establish a strong base in that particular discipline which they are pursuing.
True, true. Also, for future generation, so how crucial is skill or knowledge-based
Yeah.
education, and for how crucial is skill or knowledge-based education, and how online education can help in and help the learners when they, if specifically I'm asking you related to geography since you are an expert on the subject. So what do you think about skill or knowledge based education for pursuing a career in geography or GIS or remote sensing?
Okay. So if we see in today's era, the pressure of getting a job is like quite high. So if we have, so remote sensing and GIS is more like an applied science, or it's like a professional subject which garners more jobs rather than what to say, rather than disciplines, rather than if we have a simple degree in geography, then to be frank, getting a job in today's world is quite difficult. But if we have that extra skills of remote sensing and GIS, then getting a job in practical world, it's much easier because everything is now application based, or we are more focused on applied science nowadays. So in fact, if you have a degree on remote sensing and GIS, you don't have to stick to only geography. It has it has its application in health sector, then environmental science, or in fact, I'm doing a degree in community health now. Earlier, I had a degree in geography, then GIS, and after that, I'm doing my graduate research in community health. So it's like, so the things has become quite multidisciplinary nowadays. So I think skill-based learning plays a pivotal role in that. And in fact, it's not only stick to students. In fact, for a working professional also, if suppose you're working on what do you say, if you're working on environmental sector, if you're working as an environmentalist, and if you want to enhance your skills in suppose oceanography or something like that, then e-learning can play an important role in that. You can do an online course in oceanography from different kind of app-based online platforms that we have nowadays. In fact, in when we talk about community health, subjects like epidemiology, toxicology, virology plays quite a important role. These are the part of our education. These are the part of our discipline. So, in fact, I have seen My Language and My Learning app has a short-term course in virology.
Yeah,
So,
we do.
if a student pursuing, So, if a student, if a graduate or PhD students who is pursuing his education in public health or community health or health sector, they can easily go through that course, and it will be like an extra learning for him or her. So, in present. Hello.
Hello, yeah.
I'm getting disconnected again.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Totally understandable.
Okay. And in fact, when we talk about skill-based learning, it also helps to solve certain problems to a much higher level among the students. Like, what to say, suppose, nowadays, waste management has become such an important issue globally. So, if we have it, if you are from, suppose, if you have a degree in what to say, suppose somebody, a particular student has a degree on environmental science, but he wants to work, he or she wants to work on the sector related to waste management. So there are many skill-based or knowledge-based short-term courses available online today about waste management. So he or she can pursue that particular course and start working on that field.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
that is what we are trying at My Language My Learning to provide learning material so that it's mostly curated as per a user cognition level, so that nobody has any issue whenever they want to learn, or whenever they don't understand. Our attempt is to simplify it for their simplify it according to their cognition level. So that is what we are at My Language My Learning are trying to do by introducing subjects like geography, which is a very unpopular subject in our school days, right? Yeah, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Priyam. Sorry for the internet glitches.
Yeah, it's normal, but still you managed to give us wonderful insights into why we should no longer treat geography as a non-utility subject, because it is totally becoming very crucial in many fields of science and technology. The only thing is that people doesn't realize because the awareness hasn't been created for it. So that is what we are trying to change through our webinar series. Thank you for giving us your time, and we wish you all the success with the double master's degree that you are going to pursue right now. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much, Priyam, for having me. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.